I'm going to read you a quote, and we don't listen to generally 99.9% of anybody that speaks. But when this man speaks, we kind of listen. So let me read you a quote. I just think to swim at 200, you have to train for the 400. To swim a good 100, you have to train for the 200. So when you see somebody who has an amazing 150 in their stroke, I say fall apart in the nicest way possible at the end of the race. I know how it feels. When you're slipping water like that, I feel like it's a training error. You're not giving yourself the chance to have repetitions in training that you're going to have in the last 25 meters. If he finishes in 28 anything, he's going to break the world record. His breaststroke was 32.1. Are you kidding me? I think you know who kind of said that, right?
Is that Phelps?
That's Phelps, yeah. That's Phelps. So when you heard that, how did you feel about it?
He's right. I mean, he's true. It makes sense as an athlete. Like, that's the goal. And I think the hardest thing is going into the games. I was confident in the work I had put in because it was so much more than I had ever done. And I felt like there's got to be, like, I should be able to do this. Obviously, after the event, you walk off deck and I'm like, damn, I was wrong. And in the worst way too, you never want to lose a race like that. It's like, I hate even saying embarrassing because I ended the year with the second fastest time in the world, but it was not good. And I think that was the hardest race for me to kind of like, maybe I've watched it back like twice. Like it was an emotional race to watch. And, but yeah, no, he's right. And with that being said, kind of like I had alluded to in the beginning of our conversation, was we are training longer now. We're not relying just on repetitions of 50s at 200 pace, but we're going to start doing broken 200s, broken 150s, 100s at pace. Like, we realize that in order for me to learn how to close that race, I'm going to have to, like Phelps said, train for 400 in order for my 200 to be good. And I hate admitting that, obviously, because it'd be nice to know that I could train for the 2IM like 100 guy of stroke and add it together, but it only works up until the 150. And I don't want to go my whole career thinking, man, I could have broke the world record, but I didn't yeah, no, he hit it on the head.
So, all right. So Phelps is right. And the 200 is something that bothers you. The 200 IM is something that bothers you because you want to finish that race. So does that mean that the 200 IM is going to be a focus moving forward?
For now. Yeah, it's an event. I still love the race. Like, I love the race. I hate the way I swam it. Like, even like, I would almost be, I don't know if I would be satisfied if I still went like the 155. Like, if I medaled and still finished terribly, I'd still be super disappointed in the way that I swam the race. Like, it's not just being outside of medal contention that was really hurtful, but that's just kind of an extra salt in the wounds. Yeah, no, it's a race that we'll keep doing. I think my primary focus will kind of remain 100 breast, 100 fly, 2IM, 53. And right now, obviously, 53 is not on the back burner, but it's one of those things that, like, I can naturally come back to it kind of anytime I want because I have that raw speed and love for the 50. Like, it'll always be my baby. Like, I love the 53 more than anything. But I realize with my talent, there's too much potential in the 2IM to not give it everything for a few seasons. And then when I'm older, I can, I'll do the Nick Santos. I'll do some all the 50s and love it.
Yeah, why not? Seriously.